drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go. Match number 12, lower bracket. Lose and go home, win and stay in. This match is going to be insane. We have some of the best teams here at Chezy Champs going head-to-head in the autonomous mode. It looks like we have a perfect score on both sides. Every game piece possible scored for both alliances and Bridges Balance. High Tide and Highlanders taking a bite out of Strike Zone there, but Strike Zone able to survive a little bit of the carnage. It does not look like their partners 16-19 faring as well in the middle of the field. They are having a little bit of an issue. It looks like maybe one of their swerve modules is not able to drive right now. Unfortunate break for Blue. Let's see if they can get that sorted out. Meanwhile, High Tide and Highlanders are putting up cones on that red side of the field. Their partners, Blazing Bulldogs, dropping off a cube to seal a few more points. 16-19, back to life, cruising across the field. They have a cube in hand, up and in. 16-19, wonderful job. Let's hear it for 16-19 coming back. Right now, the Blue Alliance still has an advantage in this match, even with missing a robot for about a half a minute. Really, really good stuff by the Blue Alliance, but Red Alliance is not out of it. They are scoring basically at will, ripping across the field. They've got some fantastic teams here. We're about to see High Tide and the Blazing Bulldogs drop a couple cones. 1 and 2 and 3 by the Highlanders. Bang, 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 right in a row. That's what it's going to take to get back in this one. But 29-10 in Strike Zone have some plans of their own as they rip across the field. Looks like they need one more game piece to secure that full grid. And here comes up a creek, dropping it off full grid to Blue. One more needed for Red. Here comes Highlanders. Can they get it? They're lining up. It's on full grid for Red. We are now supercharging everybody. We're going to see how many extra points we can get on this grid with 15 seconds left in this match. Really close to have these teams go into climb with so little time left. We saw High Tide pull this off last match. Blue is up. High Tide is up. Oh, at the last second, Red Alliance. It looks like Red Alliance knocked a cube out of their grid at the last second. That could be heartbreak for Red. We will have to see what the scores look like. Absolutely incredible match. We'll be right back with the scores. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the scores of that last match. Moving on to the last match in the lower bracket. It is the Blue Alliance 215 to 185. And with that, Alliance 7 is going to be going home. But let's put our hands together for 44-14 High Tide, 44-99 Highlanders, 581 the Blazing Bulldogs, and 1868 Space Cookies. Absolutely fantastic play by them. Once again, really amazing play here at Chezy Champs. Great job by Alliance 7. Robo Sports Network, what do you got?
Alliance 5 moving on to the lower bracket finals here. Clinton, let's start us off.
Yeah, in the autonomous, Red came out super strong, getting a perfect autonomous. Everyone getting mobility. All 7 game pieces being scored on the grid, so it was a great start for Red.
Some incredible composure we saw from the Blue Alliance there. A partner dead early in the match for 30 seconds or so, that's tough. Mentally, for those drive teams, being able to play through that, continue scoring at the pace you need to, continue with your match flow, and just sticking to it and waiting, and that partner comes back, and you trust that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, let's take that and let's go and take a look at our instant replay here. We're all the way through the beginning of, almost the beginning of a toss, so we'll get this one started. We got 29-10 doing the last bit of the Yoshi auto. Red Alliance here, that perfect auto like you were saying, Clinton. And
Blue countered it with it just the same, so both of them getting perfect autos.
Yeah, very good job here. Now, what I like to say is 2910 has built an interceptor of a robot. Small, fast, agile. 4414 has built a battleship. Big, bad, fast. What happens when they hit in the middle of the field here? We're going to do it in just slow motion for my own edification. Boom. 4414 catching air in the middle of the field here.
All 4 wheels off the ground.
Yeah, you got to love it. But doesn't phase either of those robots. They're going to keep on going.
2910's got that solid brass bar, helps keep things nice and low.
Yes, exactly.
With 2 minutes left of the match right here, Upper Creek had some issues, it looks like. Rebooting, something happening, not moving for, like I said, about 30 seconds down the field. Blue still keep going out, taking a good lead by filling that top shelf.
It's incredible to see how close the match still is here.
Yeah, both these alliances going neck and neck, just running across the field. We still, this area of the field, very common to see a lot of contact with robots. We just saw another hit there. Lots of robots trying to bump by each other and get through. We did see some fouls come through, and that's probably why we see a little bit of a blue advantage right here, despite the grids looking pretty close in size. But blue does get all 6 of these links up, so red actually has a lot of points that they can score as they come to the last part of the game here.
Yeah, Red has a tendency, the Red Alliance has been doing this the whole time of scoring their supercharged nodes early, knowing and hoping that they're going to finish that node. I think we have a situation here at the end where they need 1 more cube to finish that full grid. I think 4414, the High Tide doesn't realize it. They score low, then all of a sudden they realize they're missing one. They go to pick it up, but for some odd reason they're not able to lift it up. They go for the climb because they think they ran out of time. So unfortunately, they don't get to take advantage of those 5 super scored nodes.
Yeah, it was really kind of too bad in that respect. But that being said, an excellent performance by both alliances here. Let's take a really quick look at our next match that's going to come up in just a couple of minutes here. It's going to be match number 13. This will be the loser bracket, the lower bracket, I keep saying that, the lower bracket finals, the alliances we just saw, and that incredibly powerful alliance led by over here on red.
Yeah, so because of that, we're going to be taking a quick break for some awards, but we'll have the 2910, 1619 Strike Zone Alliance coming back and taking on that bare metal bread.
The other thing to think about is the Blue Alliance, they've had 2 matches so far where some of their alliances hasn't been working fully, right? If this alliance can get online, have all the robots working, they might be able to give it a good shot for this alliance and the next one to come. But they got to take it 1 match at a time.
Yeah, and this is all for the right to play the #1 seed in the finals here at Chezy Champs. We're going to send it over to the field and get ready for some awards in just a minute here at Chezy Champs. Until then, we'll see you all in just a moment.